Hi there from Epcot. Spaceship Earth is right back there. I'm kind of chilling in the parking lot right now because I'm about to head inside in just a minute. I came to Epcot today because something rather unprecedented has happened as far as Disney parks. As far as the entire world is concerned, the coronavirus, COVID-19, has effectively closed every single domestic and international Disney park, as well as Universal, SeaWorld, any other amusement park, probably domestically around the United States. It's a very serious situation, but this is a preventative measure taken so that cases can't be more prevalent, they can't spread as easily, the healthcare system can't be overrun with cases. There's a lot that I don't need to get into because I'm sure that you're probably well aware of this. So the Disney parks are closing as well as Universal. So this was just announced. I wanted to come to the parks to kind of do a couple things that I personally have been wanting to do relatively recently. Today I'm here to do a topiary tour of Epcot. So let me go inside. Let me stop awkwardly hanging out in the parking lot, I guess. As of March 16th, 2020, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, Hong Kong Disneyland, Disneyland Shanghai, and Tokyo Disneyland will all be closed for at least 2.5 weeks. Every single Disney park is going to be closed. That has never before happened in history. It is incredible and very necessary, but still a little bit dystopian, I think. Now, I realize that my life is seemingly always revolved around theme parks, which admittedly it has, but again, this is something that everybody's kind of facing together, so it's gonna be fine. I am fully prepared and I've taken all the preventative measures, just kind of preparing for this in advance. So my apartment is clean, everything's been disinfected multiple times with bleach. I've stocked up on everything from the grocery store and all of the provisions necessary. So I'm here just to enjoy my time today while I can and check out some topiaries. Heading into Epcot, the very first topiary that I see is right over here underneath the monorail beam. There's Pluto. Around Pluto there's a bunch of flower topiaries because this area over here is still under construction, so gotta do what they can over here to make it look nice and vibrant for the Flower and Garden Festival. So normally I would head underneath Spaceship Earth and into the World Showcase that way, but I'm gonna head over here because this is a new entrance that I've not yet explored, and this is where Pluto meets right here. There's Goofy kind of way down there. This is the construction wall here for the future renovation of the entrance of Epcot. And there it is, check it out, a new little entrance. This is a very interesting new entrance into this area. This used to just previously be a wall, but now it's opened up. This connects with a path that normally I would take after going underneath Spaceship Earth. This is right by the seas. Essentially this pretty much just creates a fork around the restrooms, just coming from that way. And then over here is Spaceship Earth. Daisy meets right around the corner over there. But I am still on the hunt for some topiaries. I saw most of them a couple days ago, but I wanted to get a nice up-close look at them today. So I believe that the first topiaries that I want to check out are going to be over here at the Butterfly Garden, which again is next to the land. Something that I'm trying to implement as much as possible today, which is kind of difficult being at a theme park, is social distancing, where you try to remove yourself as far as reasonably possible from other people around you. I'm not planning to ride any rides or go to any shows, just to walk around and show the topiaries and enjoy the park while I still can. So that's kind of the plan today. Right here next to the land are some beautiful butterfly topiaries, but these aren't the only ones. There's some more right over there by the actual butterfly garden too. See, there's a butterfly topiary right there, as well as right over here at the exit to the butterfly garden right there, and then right over here. Right next to those topiaries in front of Journey into Imagination is the Figment topiary. This has kind of been one of the more iconic topiaries in recent years, but now I'm moving on to the next one, which is right over there. Figment's topiary has usually more than often been behind Spaceship Earth in that flower bed, or in the flower bed leading into the World Showcase. This one has always been here. This is Sorcerer Mickey. And then a bunch of ostriches and brooms. Nice little Sorcerer's Apprentice reference here. Currently heading around the Future World demolition over to the main, what would you call that? I call it a thoroughfare, but just the main entrance into the World Showcase right over there, because there's a few topiaries right there, and then right down there. And here they are. This is giant Goofy, who intimidates me every single year that he's out. And then Mickey and Minnie holding a paintbrush and a paint pail. And then Goofy has a hammer and some nails. I wonder if that's to do with the construction currently going on at Epcot. Probably. That's kind of funny. So this is kind of interesting. Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy are over there. And over here is Pluto. Again, a second Pluto holding a tape measure, and then little Chippendale right here next to him. That's interesting. Okay, and heading into the World Showcase finally. The center topiary flower bed has Donald and Daisy and Huey, Dewey, and Louie all holding gardening tools, at least, so it makes a little bit more sense what they're holding comparatively to Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Pluto. But look at them all holding a shovel and a rake and a hoe. Fantastic. So I like to go in the direction towards Canada, and as you can probably tell, it's a little bit busy today despite the parks closing indefinitely for the next 2.5 weeks starting tomorrow. It is a busy day at Epcot. So the first topiaries that I've come across are in the UK here. This is Miss Piggy, who was in France last year, as well as Kermit the Frog with his beautiful bike with a bunch of flowers. Also in the UK are Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore, and then right over here, Winnie the Pooh and Rabbit. And then way over there, Captain Hook and Peter Pan. So it's kind of hard to see because of the backlight, but there's Captain Hook and Peter Pan. Peter Pan actually has a new face this year, which that's pretty cool. I don't see Tinkerbell, but I'm pretty positive if I head over here, maybe I'll find her. Yep, sure enough. Way back here, there's Tinkerbell. Right there. Awesome. All right, heading into France. Heading into France, there's Goofy again, right there. Looks like he moved over to the International Gateway. And Mickey and Minnie are way down over there. Usually they meet apart, but I guess they're meeting together now, which is cool. But let's go find some more topiaries. So in France, where the Muppets used to be, is a new topiary this year in honor of Remy's Ratatouille Adventure opening up, and it's Remy himself on some cheese, holding a spoon. So this is actually something over here that I've never noticed until right now. This is going to be the entrance into the new Ratatouille area, and there's actually a sign that says Ratatouille with a covered entrance. You can see the Skyliner going by right behind it, but this is going to be the entrance in just a few months. Hopefully, if this coronavirus issue isn't resolved or slowed down by then, but it's gonna be exciting. Okay, a couple more topiaries right around the corner, right over here. And there they are, the beautiful Belle and the Beast. These always kind of serve as the standard for topiaries every year because they look fantastic. So Morocco, similarly to Canada, does not have any topiaries, but Japan this year actually does. They have a brand new topiary. And right over here, there it is. Well, here we go. There it is. It's a dragon topiary, and that looks incredible. All right, off to the American Adventure. So the American Adventure has had a few different topiaries cycle through in recent years, but it doesn't look like there are any topiaries over here right now, which is a little bit odd. I can remember a few different ones here from the past. Okay, moving on, I guess. Okay, heading over towards Italy. You can still see a pretty large amount of people in the parks today. So in recent years, yep, and they're still here, right down there by the water, Our Lady and the Tramp. There they are, looking as beautiful as ever. Now I know that I've talked about my displeasure with this recently because right there used to be Snow White and all 7 dwarves, but now, just over there, it's just Snow White and Dopey. I imagine that they're much easier to maintain, but some of the other dwarves were some of my favorite topiaries from this entire event. But they do look really good. Heading from Germany and into the African outpost, right over here are Mufasa and Sarabi, and then Simba and Rafiki. I think Mufasa and Sarabi need a little bit of an upgrade, but Simba's looking nice. Now recently, well maybe not even recently, but I know for a fact that Timon and Pumbaa used to be over here somewhere. Let me see if they're still there. Nope, no Timon and Pumbaa for whatever reason, which is a little bit sad. I know that China has some of my favorite topiaries though. Yep, sure enough, here in China are a few of my favorite topiaries, namely this guy right here in the middle, chilling on his back. Interesting that they moved them here this year. In years past, there was a dragon topiary right around here. I wonder if that's the one that ended up over in Japan, or if that's an entirely new one. But now I'm heading over to Norway. This is one of the oldest topiaries that I can remember. This troll right over here heading into Norway. But now around the corner, right over by the summer house, are Elsa and Anna. They look fantastic. So there aren't any topiaries around the actual Mexico pavilion, but right over here, we have the three caballeros, Panjito, Donald, and Jose. Look at them, there they are, looking great. There aren't any more topiaries along the path that connects with the main thoroughfare, which would have me end up where I started, where I entered into the World Showcase. So I am gonna go around the Odyssey building, the Epcot Preview Center, and check out the topiaries over by Test Track. The entirety of Innoventions over here is still closed except for Mouse Gear right now, but there are a few topiaries that have made their homes over here, a couple of my favorites. This is over by the flower bed, adjacent to the old closed Innoventions right now, the old Mouse Gear. There's Bo Peep and her sheep and Sheriff Woody. Those guys were way back there, and Buzz wasn't with them because he should be, yep, right over there at Mission Space. It's definitely a little bit quieter over here by Mission Space, with the exception of Test Track going by. There he is, Buzz Lightyear. Looking good. And here they are right outside of the new Mouse Gear. There's Bambi and Flower, and then probably my favorite is Thumper. Let me get a little closer to my boy, Thumper. There he is. Okay, awesome. I'm getting near the end of my topiary tour this year. I'm fairly positive that that was the last of the topiaries, because I'm just gonna be exiting the park now, and I'm pretty sure that I've seen them all, at least all the ones that I know were here. There's the redemption line to get a pass holder magnet if you needed another indicator as to how busy that it is, but I may have missed a topiary here or there, but I'm pretty positive that I saw them all. But they shuffle them around every year, so I probably missed one, but I'm gonna say that I didn't. This is gonna be my last time in Epcot for probably kind of a while, until this coronavirus is contained and maintained and hopefully eliminated once and for all. But it's very sad, but again, it's incredibly necessary and in a preventative kind of a way to do what they're doing here. Once this park opens back up, there's gonna be a little bit less than 2 months to enjoy Spaceship Earth, unless they consider extending the downtime, which I doubt because of budgetary reasons. I've withstood longer periods of time of not getting to go to a Disney park, so I'll be fine. And if anything, just getting to go to a Disney park, as I'm sure a lot of people share this sentiment, it's a place to go and to feel safe and comfortable. And if it can't be that for a period of time, then it shouldn't be open. Not to say, of course, that the parks are not currently a place of safety and sanitation, but just for the solidarity of the nationwide response to coronavirus. That's why they're closing, and it's gonna have quite an economic and financial impact, but it'll bounce back. Everybody's gonna bounce back. We're all resilient and in this together. This is very unprecedented, and that word's been tossed around a lot, but it's a pretty good descriptor of this situation, I'd say. So thank you for hanging out with me today. This is around where I started the video today, so I thought it'd be where I ended it. Today was supposed to be just an innocent trip into Epcot to check out the topiaries, but ended up being a larger conversation than that, which I think needed to be had. And it's gonna be an interesting couple of weeks, but we'll be on the other side of it before we know it, for the most part, I hope. But we'll see what happens, right? But stay positive, stay safe, wash your hands. I'll do the same. See you later. Have a good day, and goodbye.